Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently standing in Ishgard to begin the Heavensward part of the Hildibrandt quest. And here in the Jewel Corsair, after finishing the Singularity Reactor trial, we find Nashu. A gentleman falls rather than flies. Well, I'll be Desiree Klingworm, the Flash. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what you call serendipity? It is, isn't it? Basilis, you've got to help me find the Inspector. Cor, I was hoping you would silently agree. So, I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the Inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple-checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I'd hoped. But now that you're here, we're sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with a merchant and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I've had dealings with a man as you describe. Good day to you, madam. Oh, you're here looking for someone. A gentlemanly Highlander, huh? I don't know if it's the man of whom you speak, but perhaps Mistress Lestas? She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlanders adventurers, aye, but not described such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? If I think of it, I've heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you speak. Beg your pardon, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildibrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume? I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmund, or so it's rumored. Surely as a Waterfall's found him, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor? Oh, I knew it was serendipity to Fortum's manor! Well met, Mrs. Klinger. Do you require assistance? Maybe? Aye, it says to say. At this time, Lord Edmund is entertaining a foreign guest. What's up? We found the Inspector! Bit early, Nashu. If I'm not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guests to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort. Not like to let the wild gazebo run amok. Well, we humbly accept your offer. And if it wakes up, I'll have you where to protect me. I'm not quite certain what Nashu thinks a gazebo is, but it's a solid gazebo. With what powerful magic did they tame this dread fiend? No, I can't sit and wait at the same time. Dang you, game. It must be Inspector Hildibrand. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I have found the brisk open air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both, a welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say you would not have accomplished so much otherwise. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. I say, who do I see before me? Not one but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Lord Godbert, but I thought... Ildi in Ishgard. This is the first I've heard of it. Aha! I found you at last, heretic! Yes, you, hulking brute with a mad gleam in its eyes. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Join yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon, this man is an Uldan merchant, here at the behest of House Fortoms. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. Guess of Fortoms, it couldn't possibly be. Whereas those two wards that were acquitted of all charges under trial by combat. If he demands the right to... and I would personally have to... Oh dear. A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I'm Seer, and as you may have guessed, I'm an Inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Oh, a heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like a spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan? Say again, you're acquainted with such a man? I see, and the man you're looking for is Lord Godbert's son. Would seem that our investigations may be connected. So I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of a heretic I'm tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Maybe we should journey there together? It is, after all, possible we're seeking the selfsame individual. If so, and if he's innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehended him, but I might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him, Desiree. This looks to be our best lead yet. Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and there's a chance we might be reunited. I should be glad to seize it. When it's settled, we shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Goodbye, Lord Advent. Okay. So Redwald. Mrs. Klinger, are these your travel companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond, ah yes. A patrol sighted him lurking near the dusk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. I frankly am surprised he bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely wanted mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy! I'm terribly sorry. Old habits I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judge this before. Still, much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess, some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been literally no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why Haloni, as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond is a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Coerthas. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. Whatever. Van continues onward to the Dusk Vigil. I'm told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Godbird in his shorts and... but he has thick shoes and gloves? I suppose I ought to pray for the boy's success. Ah, he will learn. Godbird lost his shirt on along the way. The land has a beauty all its own, don't you think? A pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it. I trust your managing. Good. Well, it would be a shame if we had to turn back now. Look, it's frozen. Wait, does it mean the fish are frozen too? Fury take me, it's freezing. It's a waste of time, no living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Oh there, look! Someone's coming from Vigil! Inspector, is that you? As I live and breathe, of all the places to be reunited with Master Hildibrand's compatriots. How fare you all this fine evening? Ah, a heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics. He's not a heretic, he's one of gentle dead man. What brings you so far from Ulda, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. So when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Sorry, I cleaned that out already. Ah, truly, every last one dead. That's to say, irrevocably dead. If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than disappointing, you understand? Then, my calculations were wrong? The inspector didn't land in Coerthas? No, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you're in luck. As a founder of a gentle dead man, our fates and our heir are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir? You can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand? As surely as my rotten nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. It is a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burnt out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify? Yes? Confounded, wer left us behind? Alright, sir. Don't call it a comeback. Who do they think they are commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? Beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Desiree. sickness is wont to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man? Simply basking in magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration! Inspector! Inspector! Hold a moment, my friends, I must needs concentrate. Master Zombie is indeed nearby, but there's also something else. Maybe a powerful magic confounding my senses? I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts and you would have us split up? This we can handle ourselves through, and you've clearly no reason to fear death. But what of Mr. Nashu? I take your meaning. My good zombie, Desiree, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor, sir, would you care to take a lead? Come on, you two. The inspector's out there, somewhere. These sculpted legs clad in gentlemanly trousers, I know them. Ah, hidden under the Yetis. Look at me, that's got to be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant fluffy man-shaped gazebos. Na, my lady, they're not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing, they are gentleman gazebos. Fearsome yet fastidious foes would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Only Desiree can save Master Zombiebrand now. Alright. Time to administer a beating. Inspector, Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this will just do. We got to get you out of there before you catch a cold. Everyone is waiting for you. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting, and have you perchance found something? Fury take me. Is that my heretic? Confound, I want him alive. Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time. Hildy was ever the late riser. Fear not, my wife and I have our ways of waking him. Distance. Hildibrandt, Helidor, Maximilian Mandible! Get up right this instant! Buried even deeper. Was the Mandible meteor strike or Mandible meteor drive? Maybe Julian was right, trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time then. Out you go! Splendid suplex, Lord Godbert! Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Coerthas? And who are these people I see before me? Of course, who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber sweet but my beloved fans? Why do I feel as though I've stepped right through a portal into an alternate reality, unbound by the laws of logic? Get used to it. What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? A bat. When my father drove me to the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. A little Lalafellin girl, how adorable! Nashu, please. No, the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. It is clearly a Lalafellin boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two can't possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir. Especially in matters of seduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. There, that ought to do it.
What is this place? Who am I? I remember nothing.
Tis not in all creation that cannot be repaired with a little tender love and care. Master Zombieland is alive and full of beans. It's a miracle. Surely, there's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. Inspector Hildibrand is bad and he bought a friend. It would seem that although father's ungentle administration served to restore this young boy to life, it also robbed him of his memory.
How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember?
Do not worry, young man. Everything will be alright. Take it from me, I have lost my memories more times than I care to remember.
Then can you help me to remember?
Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrandt, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesic hobbledehoy. Wonderful, wonderful! I get started on a batch of Nashu delights. As effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hearty constitution required to survive such an approach.
Gigi? Is that my name?
When you woke, you were muttering Gigi Gigi. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance for you. So, until such time that we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker. But that's just the sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway?
Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am?
Patience, Gigi. That's only the beginning. Next we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Vanaland, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Or perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. That is rather a lot to digest, for you have a look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the Inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word, he will be treated fairly. Alright. I totally wasn't a shadow there. Fury-taken Wetman. Ah, that's rare. Suppose you have heard the news, then? That Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity? If you're looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's nowhere with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil. A sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right in the world once more. For now, I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again like a bad gill. When he does, trouble is sure to follow. See you, Inspector. Good, but as they just gave us the end of the episode, we end the episode, right? Until next time, when we play more Hildibrandt, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.